You're at a funeral. The room is completely silent. And out of nowhere, your brain hands you the exact worst thing you could possibly say out loud. You didn't want to think it. You'd never actually say it. But for one full second, it felt like your own mind turned against you. Maybe for you, it's not that. Maybe it's a violent flash about someone you love. Maybe it's a thought so strange or shameful you've never told a single person it happened. Almost everyone has had one of these. And almost everyone assumes they're the only one. Here's what almost nobody tells you. The thought itself means nothing. One of the largest studies on this, led by psychologist Adam Radomsky, surveyed 777 people across 13 countries. 94% of them, nearly everyone, reported unwanted, intrusive thoughts. Violent ones. Disturbing ones. Thoughts that had nothing to do with who they actually were. So why does your brain do this to you? Your mind runs quiet background simulations constantly. Worst-case previews, mostly, so you're prepared if something goes wrong. Most of them flicker past and vanish before you even register them. You don't notice 99% of your own thoughts. You only notice the ones alarming enough to grab you by the collar. And that's the trap. The thought isn't random. It's aimed at exactly what you care about most. A devoted parent gets the thought about the person they'd protect with their life. A careful driver gets it behind the wheel. Not because some hidden part of you wants it, because your brain's alarm system flags whatever matters most to you as the highest priority thing to imagine losing. So naturally, you try to push it away. This is where it gets worse. In 1987, a psychologist named Daniel Wegner ran a famous experiment. He told people not to think about a white bear for 5 minutes. Almost everyone failed within seconds. Not because they were weak-minded. Telling your brain, don't think about this, requires it to keep checking whether you're thinking about it, which means part of your mind has to hold the thought in place just to confirm you're avoiding it. The harder you push, the harder it pushes back. Here's the part that actually matters. Researchers have compared the disturbing thoughts reported by people with diagnosed OCD to the disturbing thoughts reported by people with no diagnosis at all. The content is indistinguishable. The same kind of violent, disturbing, specific thoughts turn up in both groups. What differs is how often they come and what each person does with them afterward. Most people think that was strange and let it dissolve. Some people think that must mean something about me, and the thought gets stuck, replayed, analyzed, feared, which starts the exact same suppression loop all over again, which means the thought was never a confession. It's closer to a smoke alarm going off because you left the toast in too long. Loud, unpleasant, and completely unrelated to any actual fire. The horror you feel in that moment isn't evidence against you. It's the proof. A mind that actually wanted that outcome wouldn't recoil from imagining it. Yours did. That recoil is the tell. So if your brain hands you something unthinkable today, you don't have to fight it, hide it, or decode it. Let it be loud, let it be strange, and let it pass, the same way it arrived. And if one of these thoughts won't fade, if it starts running your whole day instead of just visiting for a second, that's not a personal failure either. That's a system stuck in an alarm loop. And it's genuinely treatable with the right support. Your mind isn't trying to expose you. It's a security system, a little overzealous, mistaking your imagination for an actual threat. Because it would rather insult you 1,000 times than let one real danger slip past unnoticed. Which says something stranger than the thought ever did. The version of you that flinched away from it was never in question. That was you the whole time. That same alarm loop is the reason you can't stop replaying a conversation at 2 a.m., long after it's already over. That's next.